a little bit more ready for the day. Let the weight of it cut through. I did go ahead and broke all the holes in it. I didn't know it was gonna be this big. It's so bright, you guys. The sun is actually like 3 o'clock. What? The bench was taken, so I found it. It's 6:50. I did actually wake up around 6. Thought about not going on my phone for 5 minutes. I was like, let me start the day, and then grabbed my phone and doom scrolled on my phone first thing in the morning for half an hour. So we're not off to the best start, but that's okay. We're gonna pick it back up and the day's only gonna get better from here. So this is the plan. The apartment is a mess. We have a couple of things that really need doing today. The first thing we are going to do is going to be some sort of movement. Ablutions, so wash face, brush teeth, change into some cute athleisure wear, because in about an hour we're going to go to a guided sauna and ice bath class. So I think that's going to set us up for the rest of the day, which I'm really, really looking forward to. I've been to this class a couple of times before and I really like the instructors. I really like the concept. So they have 45-minute or 75-minute classes where they take you through multiple rounds of sauna and then ice bath, back and forth, and it's really good fun. You just leave the whole place feeling either so relaxed or so energized, depending on whether you end on sauna or if you end on ice bath. So I'm gonna do my ablutions and then we're gonna come back and do a little cleanup before we leave the house in an hour. But since you guys don't need to see me brush my teeth and wash my face, let me just speed it up for you. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, it's 7:30. I just realized that took me 40 minutes. Oh my god. All right, great start. But now that we are a little bit more ready for the day, it is already starting to get a little bit light outside because I took so long to get ready. But no matter, we're ready now. So we have about half an hour until we need to leave the house. The apartment desperately needs a clean. So we're gonna organize everything, throw in the laundry, change the bed sheets, do the dishes, clean the kitchen, do all of this decluttering, and then also vacuum and mop. There are also a couple of things that we need to get from the store. I don't want to do a huge grocery restock, but I think a couple of things just to get me through for the next 2 days, because today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, all the stores are closed, and Monday is a public holiday. So we do need to get a few food things to carry us through the next couple of days. I've got to get the number of our Hausmeister, because basically the air filters in the bathroom and in the toilet are so stuffed up with dust. Like I can already see dust coming out of the cracks. It's kind of disgusting, but for the life of me I cannot figure out how to open them. And I have tried everything. Like I have gone on YouTube, but I can't find a video for that specific make and model, and all of the other videos that I see, they're just like easily opening it by, you know, gently tugging on the corner, which just does not work with it. I swear to God, you guys, I have tried every which way to open these. There are no screws anywhere, so I truly cannot figure it out. Low-key, I feel so inept, I cannot even open a bathroom filter. And I bought something online from Uniqlo that I need to send back. You guys can see it because I put it back in the package already and it's ready to be mailed back. I ordered the women's ribbed high neck t-shirt long sleeve. And it's 93% cotton, 7% elastane. It looked pretty good on the model. I was a little bit worried about the fit and the drape because it looks like it could bunch quite easily, and unfortunately for me that was really the case. Immediately with the first one that I tried on, I already knew it was gonna have to go back. It was very comfortable, which I did love, but the fit and the drape was absolutely horrible. There was no way that I could style it without it just bunching up all over the place. I would bend my arm, and when I straightened my arm again, it would have completely bunched up here around the elbows, and it just wasn't flattering at all. Overall, I want to just clean my space, feel a little better about the stuff that I'm doing, get back into some sort of routine, move my body, because I've also been noticing that I've just been staying up later for no reason. I've been waking up later, and even when I do wake up early, like even with this morning, even when I wake up early at 6, I still stay and rot in bed for half an hour, 45 minutes before I finally decide to get up, and I don't want to keep doing this. So today you guys are coming with me. We're going to get out of a rut. We're going to get back a little bit into our healthy girl routine and get ourselves set up for a better rest of the weekend, start to the new week, and so on and so forth. Let's go. All right, we're back from the grocery. We're back from the ice bath. Let me show you what I got at the grocery store as well. Okay. My quiche got squished as well because I mispositioned it in my bag. I was kind of like poking out there. But we're gonna stick this into the air fryer and heat this up a little bit. Not gonna lie, she looked kind of sad, but delicious. Got the quiche. I also got lemon, butter, this thing, which I saw somebody on YouTube talking about the other day and I've forgotten the name of it. I think it's called a persimmon. Might be wrong. This is rock hard, so I think this is gonna take a while to ripen. Some sage and rosemary for the focaccia that I'm going to make. Eggs, olive oil, a lot of spinach. I think this would just be cool to saute with garlic, olive oil, soya sauce, and then maybe a little squeeze of lemon on top of that. Some rucola or rocket. You guys, for some reason, I have been craving rucola for the last week or something. Like I've just really been in the mood for some kind of open-faced sandwich with a ton of rucola with maybe a bit of balsamic, olive oil, lemon, pepper, dressing, something like that. Tomatoes, mackerel, a little bit of mustard. Bananas, which I'm going to chop up and freeze and use this for my smoothies. Oh God, this is bruised. Oh dear. Oh God, this is also bruised. What happened to these bananas? Jesus. They're all like, you can't really tell, but they're like really mushy up here. I feel like, did they get frozen and then get defrosted? Gonna have to see later. More spinach, but the frozen kind, because then this is going to go into my smoothies. Zucchini, burrata. It's basically mozzarella with cream inside it, and it's so good. Some artichoke hearts and some sun-dried tomatoes. And then from the drugstore, we got some multivitamins. So just a general multivitamin A to Z, magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D3. And then for my face, well, this is for my eyes. Contact solution. This is really exciting stuff, you guys. Thank you for being here. Some pimple patches and a little nose strip. I know I've heard such mixed reviews on whether nose strips are actually good for your pores or not, but I do like to do them every once in a while because it's so satisfying. And then the last thing is just some mascara, and that is it. And I've got my, oh God. It's all right, barely made it. Almost burnt, but not quite. And then I've got my wet towel and a swimsuit that I just had with me in the sauna and in the ice bath. So I want to put all this away and then start on the deep clean of the house while the focaccia dough rises. I'm just going to stick this into the laundry basket. I do have a lot of stuff here. I am going to take 20-30 minutes to just have my quiche, have some tea, and watch an episode of Modern Family because I just started watching it and I've really been loving that show. And even though there is a lot to do today, I do still want to take my time with my food and decompress for 20 minutes. And then we will get to all of this and all of this. Done with lunch? Let's do this. We have the laundry bag for the swimsuit. Might be too much, actually. How much are you supposed to fill a washing machine? Okay, you guys, so here's the focaccia. She's been rising for the last 2 almost hours again. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure because I feel like the dough should be puffier than it is. I did go ahead and poke all the holes in it and put in the garlic, sage, rosemary oil, plus some sun-dried tomatoes atop. So we're just gonna bake that and see how it comes out. The focaccia is in the oven. We're gonna bake that for 20 minutes. So 15 more minutes until that should be done. Fingers crossed that it turns out well. It has taken so long. First time making something is always a little bit tricky, so I really hope it turns out good. I'm always worried about my yeast not rising. I say always as if I bake all the time, which I don't. It's 5 p.m. now. We have managed to get a good amount of stuff done, not everything that I wanted to do. The meal prep and eating and dinner and everything just took much longer than I had anticipated. So some things like mopping all the floors I didn't get to, and we'll do a second round of laundry tomorrow. I mean, we could actually do it today. We'll do it tomorrow. Right now, I sound like such a baby, but I am so tired. And I feel like this is the thing. I feel like these super productive days, they didn't used to get me as exhausted. Maybe it is because I did do a sauna ice bath at the beginning of the day, and you know, the constant temperature fluctuations is very taxing on your body. So maybe I'm just extra physically tired from that also, not sure. But it might also be because I haven't been exercising as much recently. I've just been going to sleep later, staying in bed longer, and physically finding it much more draining to be out and about and actually do things. I think it's also the lack of exercise that means I'm just getting more tired. But we still did get a really big amount done today. So what we are going to do now while the focaccia bakes is go through all this paperwork that has been piling up on the center table in the living room, because I just keep picking up mail and then keep kind of opening it and then leaving it open on the desk and not actually dealing with it. So we're gonna go through that now while the bread bakes. Look at all this cheese. If you guys can't tell, I'm watching Mia Maples in the background while I sort out my papers. Okay, we're gonna pause here because I think the bread might be burning. Okay, I've turned down the heat a little bit in hopes that that might save it, but I do see some of the rosemary and some of the sage getting pretty crispy, and some of the sun-dried tomatoes that I put atop the bread is also looking a little bit sunburnt, so we might have to pick that off later, but it's okay, it's okay. The actual bread itself looks good. We're gonna keep going with the papers. Okay, you guys, the focaccia's done. There she is. It looks okay. I'll be honest, I'm not completely convinced. There is a lot of olive oil kind of pooling around the edges. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of kitchen roll to try and soak it up. Again, don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if there's meant to be oil like pooling around the edges, and if that's just the way it goes with focaccia, because it is a very oily bake, or like people do use a lot of olive oil when they make it. Who's to say? The sun-dried tomatoes are definitely burnt, so I am going to pick some of these off. Like, look at that, burnt to a crisp. Not trying to give ourselves cancer out here. Do we want to like, oh, it sounds good though. Ooh, that sounds nice. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait, and I also have no idea if the center is baked or not. It feels fully baked to me, but it might not be. Again, who's to say? I'm just now picking off the rest of the sun-dried tomatoes that aren't completely burnt because they taste really good. While we let this cool, I'm going to continue doing the paperwork, and then we'll come have a little taste test, see how it is. Okay, I have had a sneaky taste test of just the corner. Taste-wise, it's pretty good. Now my only concern is if I'm actually going to be able to get it out of the form. It was definitely greased because of all the olive oil, but maybe I should have used baking paper. I have no idea. Okay. Do you guys ever get this when you unlock your phone for something very specific? You're like, oh, I need to do this, or I need to message this person. Then you get sucked into all the apps, Instagram, YouTube, what have you. And then after 20 minutes, you're like, okay, I should stop doom scrolling. And you've completely forgotten about the initial reason that you opened your phone in the first place. Good morning, you guys. It is a little bit later than we planned for it to be. I went to bed at 8 or 8:30 last night. What did I do? Did I go to sleep right away, or did I doom scroll on my phone until 10? But you know what? We're not going to beat ourselves up for it. What's done is done. My alarm woke me up at 6, and I immediately, somehow already even on autopilot, just turned it off, went back to sleep. And then by the time I woke up again, and I thought, because of the dreams that I was having, it was really confusing my sense of time. I thought that it was 6:45, 7. I was like, ah, it's not so bad, I'll get up now. Checked the clock, and it was almost 8 o'clock. So now it is 8:20. We've done our ablutions, brushed our teeth, washed our... I haven't washed my face. The weather outside is so depressing. Let me show you guys. It's like Silent Hill. Like honestly, you can you can barely see anything outside. There's like not a single ray of sunshine coming through, so it is not the most motivating, but it's okay. It's okay. A little bit of planning. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to do a strength workout now because I really don't want to go outside because it's so foggy and cold. And then I'm going to do like a 10-15 minute session of yoga with my yoga app. All just right there. We have all the equipment that we need. And then take out the recycling, then do breakfast. And then after that, we'll see. We're just having a sit now. I apologize if the audio is all over the place for this video because I keep remembering and forgetting to plug my external microphone in. We've done the workout now. I'm pretty pooped. I'm also really hungry. I've said this before, but I'm so glad that tomorrow is a public holiday. I don't know what it is, truly. I feel like I've just been in such a mental like rut lately and I can't pinpoint what is causing it, because externally everything is going fine. You know what? Let me make my breakfast and then we'll have a proper sit down and chit chat about it. This is a good time to have a little chit chat with you guys and kind of talk through how we've been feeling, how's everybody doing. I don't know how it has been for you guys, but for me, I don't know if it's winter blues or if it's something else going on, because like I mentioned, I feel like things in my life are going well. In terms of my job, I have been working in tech sales now for almost six months, and I am really enjoying it. It's my first kind of real sales job where, you know, I do have to do cold outreach and things like that, and it is still quite scary sometimes, and we do get mean people on the phone sometimes. That's just part of the job. But aside from that, I found myself quite enjoying it. I really love the team that I work with, and I found the people at work to be generally really nice, and I am really enjoying actually that work environment. So I don't think it's that. There is a little bit of a feeling of imposter syndrome, and not so much do I really belong here, but am I going to be good enough at this job to make a career out of it? That is possibly one of the things that's contributing to it. In terms of health and relationships, definitely feel like I could be exercising more and eating better, but I am eating relatively well, and I do exercise and move my body and live generally pretty healthily. I have my friends here, I have my social life, I have my hobbies, like I go to the choir, I do ballet. It's all really fun. So I'm like, what's going on? You know, what is it that makes me feel like even when I've had a full night's of sleep, I feel so unmotivated to get out of bed and start my day? Like even on the weekends sometimes, when I have exciting things planned, it still takes me so much more effort than it used to get myself out of bed and get myself to start my day. And all I want to do is kind of just rot in bed with my phone like right here for hours. I don't know. Maybe it is just a phone addiction. So it might be good to try to impose maybe stricter limits on my phone. Not sure. I mean, I might be making excuses, but it definitely feels a little bit tricky because in terms of staying social and staying in touch with friends, that's mostly done through messaging. And then it's so easy to get sucked into, you know, just scrolling on Instagram or YouTube. But maybe it is also just the lack of sun and daylight, because even now I'm noticing that, you know, like you guys saw this morning was so foggy. I was feeling so unmotivated. But now that, you know, I've worked out, I've had breakfast, I've hydrated, and now the skies are much clearer now, and I feel like there's actually a bit of sunlight and I can actually see things outside my window. I already feel a lot better. So all that to say, I have no idea what's causing my lack of motivation, and I'm just going to try and be on my phone less, exercise more, eat better, and see if that helps things. What we're going to do now, continuing on with our getting out of a rut, we're going to go for a little walk outside. Now that the weather's a bit nicer, we're also going to take this recycling out. I've already basically cleaned up the kitchen again after breakfast. We have the dishwasher going, so everything's nice there. I will put on another load of laundry as well before we go out, and then we'll come back and check in again. The sun, she is out. I have my, oh my god, it's so bright. You guys, the sun is actually blasting in my face right now. Whew, loving this. It's actually quite warm. I think I could have done this walk with just my hoodie because the sun is absolutely blasting right now. I've got my little Yeti with my Earl Grey with milk and honey. I'm just gonna kind of walk to the path there in the back and then have a little sit and talk about our little phone addiction. So you guys, I'm just walking back to the house now. So we've basically gone all the way down that path until it came to an actual road and we couldn't go any further. And then now heading back to the flat, which is this group of buildings here. But I was just walking past this particular area and I was like, why does it smell so fresh and herbal almost? And then I saw this on the ground, like it's parsley. And I realized that this entire section, all of this and all of that is parsley. So we just have like a bunch of parsley growing out here and it stretches out. It's like quite a lot, I feel like. It smells so good and makes the entire place smell so fresh. The walk has been really nice and I've just been trying to find a place to sit so I could have a little yap with you guys. So we're gonna keep walking because I think there is one bench up ahead close to the building. For some reason I thought that there were multiple benches kind of scattered throughout the area, but I was mistaken. So when we get to the bench, I'm gonna set you guys down, we'll have a little chat. Okay, I think this seems like a good spot. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hello. The bench was taken, so I found a nice spot on some rocks to put you guys on. So, oh my god, I have 3 minutes left on this memory card. So the walk was really nice. I decided to leave my phone at home. So I literally just had my camera and this bag. And the first 10-15 minutes, I was really like itching for my phone because I kept thinking about stuff that I wanted to know or stuff that I wanted to get down, and I was like, oh, I should note this down, or let me just Google this really quickly, or let me quickly add this to my Amazon wish list, whatever, so that I didn't forget it. So yeah, the first 10-15 minutes I was really antsy for my phone, and it was a really weird feeling because I didn't think, I mean, I know that I'm dependent on my phone obviously, but I didn't realize that I was that used to just grabbing it and always having it with me and being that like basically addicted to having my phone with me. Definitely a bit of an eye-opener. After 15-20 minutes I felt much better. I was able to like relax a little bit and also just enjoy the view and how things were. We're gonna head back home now. I'm gonna clean my boots because they are so caked with mud, and then we're gonna get on with our day. Little update, it's almost 4 o'clock now. I've just been spending the last, I don't even know how long, replying to some messages, and now I'm having a quick snack before I go to the sauna ice bath class today. I know we went to one already yesterday, but I booked a package that's only valid until like the first couple of days of January, and I need to use them up before I fly to Oman for Christmas because otherwise they're just gonna expire and it would be a complete waste of money. So we did one yesterday, we're doing one again today. It's gonna be a little bit different. Still a sauna ice bath thing, but I think the theme is something else. I'm just scarfing down some rice and Parmesan, which maybe sounds a little bit unhinged, but I swear to you, this combination just of rice with Parmesan cheese, for some reason, is so good. That's the stuff. I'm telling you. Let's get a tomato in there for health. Do you guys also find that nowadays, produce from the stores, especially from big grocery store chains, have way less flavor than they used to? And I feel like that's really obvious with tomatoes. We are just going to grab our swimsuit. Let me guys just put you here while I get dressed. All right, now let's get ready. So there was some stuff that I wanted to do. I've just been spending the last hour replying to some messages. I mean, I've replied to one message. It's been multiple messages, but it's all from the same person because I have this friend from school that I've been catching up with, and it's been so much fun. But it's one of those conversations where you cover a million different things at the same time, and therefore it's not a quick back and forth message small talk, and the messages can get really long. And so it is always a bit of a sit down, concentrate activity for me to actually reply properly. Now we're ready. I've had some food. I'm gonna get a quick thing of water, and then we are going to head to the sauna. When we get back home, it's gonna be around 7 p.m. What I will also still do while I am traveling to the sauna place is to do my weekly finance check-in. So every week I track all my finances, check my savings, my checking, my investments, and see where we are, generally how things are going. I find that really helps keep me in check. Generally with my budget, I don't really track how much of my spending is going towards, let's say, eating out or shopping or anything like that. That is something that I think I will implement at some point, but right now it's not really a priority for me because I find that generally seeing how the amounts are changing from week to week in terms of my investments, my savings, and my checking is enough for me right now. And that is something that I can do just on my phone. I don't need my laptop for that, so I'm gonna do that while I'm on my way to the sauna. And then when we get back, I'm going to do my weekly Sunday check-in with myself. This is just where I go back over the entire past week, see how I've shown up for myself and the goals that I have for this quarter. So my fitness goals, my work goals, my other, hobby life goals, and see how those are generally going and how those are tracking, what I want to continue doing the next week, what I want to maybe change or adjust in any way in terms of my habits or my mindset or anything for the week going forward. So I will do it on my laptop when I get home. And then by the time we're done with that, it's going to be time to get ready for bed anyway. So now we're gonna head to the sauna, and I will see you guys in a bit. We're back from the sauna. My hands are frozen from having held my phone the entire time while I was walking back home, but I feel good. I had a smoothie right after the class as well. What was in it? It was purple, but I don't know from what, but it tasted very banana-y and coconutty, and it was really, really good. Maybe even a little bit of cocoa powder in there as well. But that was really yummy. That was like the bulk of my dinner nutrients, and now I feel like having something salty, so we're just gonna make some edamame, and then we are going to do our weekly check-in before we go to sleep. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so it is now Monday morning. We're feeling pretty good. It's almost 7:30 now, but I actually woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I was already thinking surely my alarm's going to go off soon because I had my alarm set for 6:15. And when you're in that half sleep where your sense of time tells you that it's later than it actually is, so sometimes you wake up, I don't know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, oh my god, it must be 8 a.m. already, like I've got to get out of bed, and then you check your watch and you're like, 3 o'clock, what? So today was one of those mornings as well, where I was kind of waking up multiple times towards the end of my sleep thinking that it must already be, 6:30, 7:30, something like that, but it wasn't. When I finally checked my watch, it was 5:30. I stayed in bed for another half hour, but I didn't really do anything because I had left my phone in the living room to charge. Thank God I did, otherwise I would have been on my phone immediately and probably would have doom scrolled for a whole hour. So I kind of just relaxed in bed for half an hour, read a couple of pages of my book, got up around 6, did just kind of a slow morning, made myself breakfast, watched a little bit of YouTube. This is my breakfast. I'm so happy with it. Let me show you guys. The presentation isn't the best, but I think it's gonna taste so good. This is her. Oh my god. Close one. We've got rocket and tomatoes thinly sliced and dressed in olive oil, lemon juice, and salt, plus the juices from the tomatoes. Then the focaccia, which I made the other day, just toasted in the air fryer. And the white sauce that you see here is Greek yogurt, Japanese mayo, and a little bit of mustard. I already feel so much better. I feel like I've gotten so much done. The papers that I went through the other day, they have really been bothering me for like the last 2 weeks, and I don't know why I just never got to them, but now that I finally have, I do feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders and everything. I have my whetstone soaking as well so I can sharpen my knives later today, which is also something that I've been putting off for the past couple of weeks. But for now, we've got our breakfast, we're gonna sit and watch YouTube and then just enjoy our morning.
You visualize the whole point of images.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. I didn't know it was gonna be this good. It gives you three down, 6 to go in terms of knives sharpened. Let me just show you guys quickly the difference that it makes. I am putting a bit of pressure on and you can see it in the thing, but it hasn't yet broken skin. So I would have to press it quite hard for it to go through. Now we're going to take one of the knives that I have just sharpened, and I pray that I've done this right so it doesn't let me down. Okay, so instead what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna place it on the tomato and I'm going to like let the weight of it cut through. That's beautiful. Okay, so it's 9:41 now. We are a little bit behind schedule and I decided not to do these last two ones because I have other things that I want to do today. But I have done all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've done 7 knives, just not these 2. We're gonna put these away. We've done a bit of cleanup and now we're going to do a 45-minute Pilates session because I can feel my entire body aching from the strength session that I did yesterday. So I think a little bit of core work, a little bit of stretching, that's gonna be really good now.
Stay low and now walk the hands all the way over to the left. Maybe step right hand on top of left. Feel the opening in your right side body. Lower the hand and foot back to the mat. Extend your left leg back and reach your right arm in front. Lower, toes untuck.
Oh my God.
Use the abs to walk the knees forwards and find a seat.
We've just finished, finally, we finished editing the Philippines vlog as well. I've been chipping away at this video for weeks. It came out to almost 40 minutes long, which is insane. But I finally finalized it. I'm so happy. We are going to go to choir, which is from 6:30 to 9:30, so we're gonna get home quite late. But I'm really looking forward to it. The performance for the choir is also coming up really soon. I think it's gonna be really good. I'm really excited. So this is the end of this long weekend. I definitely already feel better. Having done all the stuff that I did, I think that I managed to complete a lot of stuff. I do definitely feel a bit of a weight has lifted because a lot of these tasks, I have been kind of procrastinating them for multiple weeks, and all of that together has just kind of been really weighing on me. So I definitely feel a lot better, a lot lighter. Thank you so much guys for sticking with me for this vlog. I really appreciate it. If you are in a rut, I also hope that you are able to get out of it soon. I know this isn't the last rut I'm ever gonna be in, but for now, I already feel tons better. I hope that you guys are having a great day, great week, great weekend, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Thank you, I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.